Hey y'all, what's going on? I'm here for Black Ink Crew Chicago Season 2, Episode 3. I apologize for this being late, but let's skip over to Danielle and her situation. So she's back with the guy Terrence, and after 7 years, he's finally putting the title onto their relationship. I mean, I guess, and they're moving in together. And her sister comes over and everything to help her start packing or whatever, and she asks Danielle about Ryan, and she pretty much tells her sister that once I became single, Ryan became ghost. And I'm like, but technically you were single because Terrence wasn't claiming you as his girlfriend. But anyways, moving on from that, we get Ford and Don. Don gets the paternity test sent to Ford's house, so that way Ashley won't end up finding out the results before he does. And he's nervous and worried or whatever, but he opens up the results and it says, in the case of such and such, because I don't know the little baby name, Don, you are the father. I mean, which we already knew anyway. I mean, nobody's surprised here. You know what I'm saying? But he says that he's the father. I mean, it says that he's the father, and now he's all nervous and scared and all this other stuff. And how, and how he's going to face Ashley about this. So Van is on house arrest, and he's trying to get the judge to approve him to go back to work with Ryan and everything. And his daughter comes in and surprises him, and they have a conversation about when he was locked up and everything. And it was just so cute. Y'all know I love Van. Like, y'all be like all on Ryan and shit, and don't get me wrong, Ryan is fine. He crazy, but he fine. But I want Van, okay? I loves me some Van because he just, seems the most level-headed out of all of them. But anyways, moving on from that, we get Don, Charmaine, Ford, and Don's brother, Devon. It's, you guys know that Ford and Don, they're not, they're half brothers. So this is Don's brother. Don, he's been there, for the past, he's been at the shop for the past 2 days. Straight, just drinking or whatever, drowning his sorrows and finding out that this baby is his. Dude, Devon, Don's brother, he decides to take a picture of Charmaine and Don, and it wasn't nothing, bad or whatever. And, Ryan was like, hold on, you might not want to put that on Snapchat. But, he takes the picture anyway and everything, and as we know, the storm of Ashley is about to erupt soon. But we're going to get to that. What else happened? Ford's new little boo, well, not, I guess you can't say new. But his boo comes in or whatever to get attacked. Because, and I guess you can't really say new because he's been kind of, he's been knowing her for 6 years. And he's been kind of messing with her off and on in those 6 years. And, some other girls come in with, the girl or whatever. And one of the girls asks Ryan, so why are you single? And he said, I'll find something tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Like, trying to be funny. And the girl says, I mean, I'm right here. I was like, okay, calm down, girl. You know what I'm saying? And, Ford's in the back, giving the girl the tattoo or whatever. And, they start making out and everything. And, she says that he kind of holds back because he doesn't want to lose her as a friend. And, she says, I got you or whatever. I'm like, but the question is, do Ford got you? Because we're going to get to that in a minute, or, in a little bit or whatever. But anyways, moving on from that, we get Danielle and Kat and Terrence. They're all hanging out at the park, and Danielle brings up her birthday and how she's going to have it at the shop and all this other stuff. And Kat is like, I ain't cool with these motherfuckers after everything that done happened or whatever. But Danielle is like, you're going to have to suck it up because I want you to come. Because I made these plans to have my birthday at the shop before that whole situation went down. And, Kat is cool, but Charmaine better not come at her on no bullshit and all this other stuff. And, Danielle just doesn't want the drama. And Kat is like, only reason why I put hands on her is because she touched my shit. So you need to talk to her, not me. And, you know, she lets it be known that, you know, her and Charmaine have had distance from each other ever since that whole situation went down. And then we get to motherfucking Ashley's dumbass. She invites her friend Candace over, and they've been friends for like a year now. And you know, she says her and Don still have their ups and downs, and you know that he's been at the shop for the past 3 days, and that he called her one night so drunk, you know, saying that he couldn't come home because he was so drunk and all this other stuff. And she was like, you know, you have a whole family now, and I'm your fiance and all this other stuff. And Candace, she gotta be that motherfucking friend to tell her to pull up and all this other bullshit. And now Ashley, she's questioning her engagement to Don or whatever. I'm like, oh really? Because you really thought this nigga was gonna change? But anyways, you didn't give him enough time to show you that he could if you was going to stay with him. You didn't give him enough time to show you that he could change before you sat up here and said yeah when he popped the question. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck that. But oh, she shows Candace, you know, the picture of Charmaine hugging him or whatever. And like I said before, the picture wasn't nothing serious. But I do understand Ashley on this part as far as, you know, him being in the picture with her, you know what I'm saying, because of the situation that happened before they got engaged or whatever. Like, this is the bitch you fucked or whatever before we, you know, got engaged and everything, and now you in the picture with her. But like I said, it wasn't nothing, you know, serious. And then on top of that, Charmaine doesn't want your man at this point. She don't want his dumb ass. And once she found out about you, she canceled that shit like motherfucking Nino. Like, she don't want his dumb ass. You need to be worried about this other shit that he doing. And, yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then especially considering the fact she don't know about this baby. You know what I mean? But, we gonna get more into her later on. She, you know, she just going off to Candace about him and all this other stuff. And talking about something. Don don't think I will leave his ass, but you still here. I mean, I'm just saying. And, you know, Candace, she telling her, girl, you know, cause a storm in that whole building, just pull up and all this other shit. I'm just like, bitch, like, ugh, I can't stand people like that just amp they friend up for some unnecessary bullshit and trying to, we gonna get to that, y'all. Ooh, y'all, my blood is boiling, but we gonna get there. So we at Danielle's party, and you know, Charmaine, she kind of flirting with Junior a little bit, you know, the new tattoo artist, and they're talking about Kat. And as they're talking about her, Kat shows up. It's kind of awkward or whatever. Then Danielle, she comes in, and you know, Kat is giving a toast to Danielle, saying this is my best bitch, and her 26 and all this other shit. And as she's saying that, Charmaine comes and interrupts with some balloons or whatever. And Kat looking like this bitch, you know what I'm saying? And Charmaine tells Danielle that, you know, I can't sleep at night, and you know, I don't want anything that could come between us ever again, and all this other stuff. And you know, that meant a lot to Danielle. And Danielle wished that, you know, they all could get on the same accord or whatever. But you know, Charmaine is still, you know, hurt about Kat putting her hands on her and everything, this, that, and third. They're singing happy birthday to Danielle. Danielle wishes that Van could be there, and she's like, you know, where the fuck is Brian at? Next thing you know, as she's saying that, Ashley shows up with Candace. He's like, what the fuck is Ashley doing here? Charmaine is saying the same thing in her confessional, saying like, you know, don't you have anything else better to do, like take care of a kid or two? I said, bitch. I said, Charmaine, you is petty for that shit. But anyways, you know, she talks to Don or whatever. She's trying to talk to Don and everything, all up in Don's face. Don is pretty much ignoring her. And she's like, you know, you've been gone for like the past 3 days, this, that, and third. And, you know, Don says, you know, that they could talk at home. And she's like, you ain't been home, Don, and all this other stuff. And he walks away and everything. Real quick, we get Ryan. He's on a date with Rima from Bad Girls Club. She looks good. Rima has always been pretty to me, but she really, really looks good. He says that he's going to Danielle shit later on, you know, but he's on this date with Rima right now. They're playing pool. She asks him, you know, when the last time you been on a date? And he said about 3 years ago or whatever. And he says that he sucks at dating. And, you know, she asks him why it's been so long since he's been on a date. And he's talking about he think he can manage, you know, being in a relationship. And, you know, like what woman is going to want to come, you know, right now. And what woman is going to want to come third to his kids and his shop and everything. And, you know, she was like, well, when are you going to make time? And, you know, he was like, I don't make time. And, you know, he don't know about a relationship right now. And because work is all he know. I feel like he was purposely trying to fuck this date up. I feel like Ryan is scared because of his own maybe insecurities or whatever. I feel like he's scared to date again, especially because we know he's still in love with his baby mama, you know. He just, child, let that shit go. Go ahead and date, you know. You a nice looking young man. You got a lot of shit going for yourself. Don't be scared to jump back out there. You know what I'm saying? But, he says that he's single because he wants to be, and he's telling her that, you know, it might be a month and a half at a time before we go on another date and all this other stuff. Just making a whole bunch of excuses pretty much. So we're back at the shop. Charmaine, you know, she's turned at this point. You know, she wants to twerk on four. He ain't with the shit. You know, Danielle knows when Charmaine is drunk because she starts talking into this baby voice and everything. Ashley, she goes to the bathroom with Candace or whatever. And there's some other girl that's there. Some bald-headed, blue Smurf looking bitch that's there with them that I guess is Ashley's friend as well. So they go back towards the back where the bathroom is at. Then Charmaine, she ends up having to go to the bathroom. And she, you know, goes to pee. And as Charmaine is in the bathroom, they're talking shit about her or whatever, this, that, and third. And the bald-headed girl, you know, sitting up here, and she says Charmaine's name, talking about it's her, not Dawn. I'm like, I hate these type of friends. I hate these type of friends to be the ones to amp you up to go after every motherfucker except the motherfucker that you need to be mad at. Anyways, Charmaine, she comes out, she's like, yo, like, you know, because she hears her name. And she's like, yo, like, what's going on and all this other stuff. And the bald-headed bitch sitting up here co-signing, being the co-defendant for, you know, Ashley and shit, talking about have some respect and all this other stuff. And, you know, Charmaine is like, there's no disrespect. Like, what are you talking about? And Ashley says, like, you know, she doesn't respect Charmaine horseplaying with Dawn and all this other stuff. And Charmaine is like, these are our bros. I'm like, well, Charmaine, you did fuck Dawn. I don't think you could call him your bro at this point. But like I said, I understand you not trying to fuck him no more, this, that, and third, whatever. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to read my notes. Pretty much, you know, Charmaine says that she would never fuck Dawn again and all this other stuff. And Ashley like, so why would you hug on him and all this other stuff, blase, blase. You know, Charmaine, she's in her confessional talking about Dawn's love child or whatever, and I'm glad she didn't actually bring this up, you know, to Ashley because it's not her motherfucking place. But it's like, yo, like Charmaine said, like, she's the least of your motherfucking worries. You need to be worried about who the fuck else Dawn is fucking on, especially because you said he done already did this shit to you. I mean, he didn't already cheated on you before, way before Charmaine was even fucking thought about. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you already know what type of nigga he is, and yet you still keep on fucking around with him. You gonna sit up here and crash somebody else's party with your ratchet ass bitches to sit up here and confront Charmaine about some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So Charmaine, you know, she trying to explain her case. Y'all know how Charmaine get when she's drunk. Ashley, you know, talks about Charmaine being drunk and, you know, her approaching them. She approached y'all motherfuckers because y'all was talking shit about her while she was in the motherfucking bathroom. instead of saying that shit to her fucking face. It's sitting up here talking about something, and Charmaine looks stupid. Okay, Charmaine might look a little stupid right now because she drunk or whatever, but she gonna be back to normal by the morning when she's sober the fuck up. But your stupid ass is gonna continue to look stupid because you still with Don and still dealing with this fuck shit with him. And you look even more stupid now because you don't even know that he got a whole nother kid behind your back. You know what I'm saying? So she looks stupid temporarily, but you won't continue on looking fucking stupid. Let's be for real. Charmaine says that, Charmaine, she's, still trying to explain her case to Ashley. She's trying to hold Ashley and everything. And Ashley seemed like she entertaining it at first. And then out of nowhere, Ashley popping off, talking some, get off me, let me go, and blase, and all this other stuff. And next thing you know, that's when they start jumping Charmaine and everything. And Don, he's trying to break it up or whatever. And Kat and Danielle, they run to the back or whatever and trying to make sure Charmaine is okay. Charmaine is telling them what happened or whatever. And Kat says, look, Charmaine, I know we had our issues or whatever, but ain't nobody about to put their motherfucking hands on you and all this other stuff. Cat instinct pretty much kicks in, like, regardless of the fact, like, Charmaine is still my bitch. Charmaine, she's like, I'm confused because Kat was just putting her hands on me the other day, and, like, so I'm just confused. Is we cool or is we not? Like, Charmaine. Anyways, moving on from that, Don, he walks outside trying to calm down or whatever. No, he's trying to talk calm to Charmaine and everything, and Don, like, he ain't doing shit with her and all this other stuff. And Ashley is like, you got me out here looking stupid. No, you got your own self out there looking stupid, coming to a party that you wasn't invited to. You got your own motherfucking self looking stupid. See, this is my thing. We all have looked stupid for a guy before. We all have. But the difference between some females and then females like Ashley is one of them females that will not only look stupid, she gonna make herself look even more stupid by coming, to where her nigga is and causing scene, yelling and shit. And then on top of that, coming for everybody else but the person she need to be fucking coming for. So you the most stupid one out of them all, for real. Because you one of them types that'll sit up here and cause a scene and cause all this fucking commotion. But anyways, moving on from that, she's still popping off on Don, Don telling her to shut the fuck up. And, she tells him that, she's saying in her confessional, Don needs to respect me as the mother of his child and his fiance. I'm like, he don't respect you. Because you keep on taking him back. So, therefore, he don't respect your ass, okay? She's hitting him, and, Don trying to talk to her, and, what else happened? He's saying that's why he don't want to tell her about the baby and everything because of her acting like this. Kat is telling Charmaine not to go inside because it's going to be more fucking trouble and them bitches is going to stump her out. You know what I'm saying? Charmaine, she's drunk. She's irrational, as Danielle said. She's not listening. Charmaine, she walks inside and then she walks outside to where they at. And, Charmaine is like, is there a problem and all this other stuff, and that's when the bald-headed girl hits her again and all this other stuff, and she takes Charmaine's wig off. I'm saying, I got your wig down and all this other stuff. I'm like, congratulations, you didn't really do shit. Okay, you took her wig off. Wow. And Charmaine, she took her wig off in her confessional and said, it's always a bitch that want to sit up here who ain't got no motherfucking hair that want to pull at your fucking wig and shit. She was like, her hair was all, braided around or whatever. And she was like, I got hair, sweetheart, and under this wig and everything, this, that, and third. And she was like, she could keep that wig. It's more where that came from. And, I was like, all right, Charmaine, you better let them know. And, Ashley talking about Charmaine deserved to get beat up and all this other stuff. Danielle pretty much is telling them that telling everybody that the party is over with and all this other stuff. Them motherfuckers look like they ain't want to budge for real. Like, 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 what? You know what I'm saying? Ryan, he's just now getting there, so he's at the tail end of all the confusion or whatever. You know, 4, he starts to yell at Ashley or whatever, saying like, you know, you said yes to the proposal. You already knew what type of nigga he was before you you know, before he proposed to you and all this other stuff. That is true, but like 4, and this is where I get irritated with you. That is true what you saying. But at the same time, it seemed like you do kind of consider Ashley to be like a sister to you and everything. But it's like, the same way you coming at her, why don't you come at your brother like that when he do the fuck shit that he do? Like, you and I've said this last season, you co-signed to his bullshit. You co-signed to it. Instead of sitting up here saying, yo, bro, like, you need to chill out with doing that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? You sit up here, co-sign to it, and get all up in everybody else's face or whatever. Like, come the fuck on. And that's why I said earlier, in regards to that girl that he been off and on talking to, like, when she said, you know, I got you or whatever. That's why I said, yeah, are you sure 4 got you, though? Because the type of nigga he is, he co-signed to his brother's fuck shit. But anyways, moving on from that, Ashley says that Charmaine is always disrespecting her and that they need to check her. No, they need to check your motherfucking ass because you showed up somewhere that you wasn't fucking invited to, showing your motherfucking ass. Dawn is like, you know, stop talking about Charmaine or whatever. Like, I'm not fucking with her, this, that, and the third. And she sitting up here yelling at him, talking something. Fuck you, Dawn, I'm leaving you. I'm like, bitch, no the fuck you not. It's like, I'm sorry, you know, I'm sorry if I am coming off insensitive and everything, because like I said before, I have been there. I've been stupid for a nigga. We all have been there. But I've never been the one to sit up here to go after the bitch. I always was going after his motherfucking ass. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, I can't feel sorry for females like her that just sit up here and cause all these scenes and everything, and you know, and you know, and sit up here and go after everybody but the person she needs to go after. I can't feel sorry for females like her, but I do apologize if I, you know, came off just insensitive or whatever. But it's hard for me to feel sorry for somebody like her. But that was the episode. I'll be back in here for Empire. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you guys come back, and I will see you guys in the next video.